Hi, it's me. Hi, hello, hi, welcome. I am going to explain a little bit of regarding why we've got such a haul today. So I'm leaving on Wednesday for a conference, and my apartment's a huge disaster behind this thing. And what I need to do is I need to go through all of the new stuff that I bought and put it away instead of just leaving it in mountains of boxes over yonder from when I did some stress shopping. And I've already opened up some of the different things that I ordered, like this Morphe continuous setting spray mist thingy. But most everything is still in these boxes, and I need to unbox them, and I wanted to just share with you what I got so that I can put everything away and then use everything, but not have them just be sitting. They're in a pile. It's a big pile. It's pretty embarrassing. I'm going to try and tell you where I got things from and roughly what I spent on them, because some of this stuff I got on sale, some of it I did not. I bought 3 more Dear Katie Brown glitter palettes. They were on sale for $33 a piece instead of $50. So I bought 3. I also bought some single eyeshadows from them, which I've already depotted, so I'm not going to show you those. But for some of the products today, I'd also like to swatch them and show you. So my goal today is for us to take a holiday together and just look at the new stuff that I bought. I did this makeup today just to go to campus for a very short amount of time. And I wanted to do this very like red warm crease, and then I put on a beautiful green lid color. Yeah, do you guys want to see what I got? I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to try to swatch some things and then remove. I don't have makeup remover wipes right now. I don't know what I was thinking. Ooh, but one thing I was thinking of was I took off the screensaver feature so I can actually sort of see the screen, the me on the screen. I'm just filming on my laptop. There's no high quality production having here. I've got my camera, but I still haven't charged the battery, so I'm still not using it. All right, are you ready to start? I hope the answer is yes, because I am. All right, so Dear Katie Brown, I've got the Noble palette, and I'm just gonna swatch maybe a couple of my favorite colors. This one was why I bought the palette. That's Defiance. And this is the one I'm wearing today. This is Desire. I have that under my eyes. And my eye look otherwise is a combination of Modern Renaissance, Colored Rain, and Natasha Denona. Because why pick? So let me show you this one, Defiance. That was the reason that I really wanted to buy this particular palette, and show ya what she looks like. I have no idea if this is going to translate into looking really cool on my lids. This is double swatch, but look at the, just look. I'm going to look down when I'm doing the swatches just to see if you can see them and make sure. And then this is the one I've got on today, which is, what did I say, Desire. Here's Desire. And I did find it was a little hard to get the diamonds to go in the right place. This is a stain on my wrist from my hair tie, from sitting in the blue hair dye and then dyeing me. And then, oh, also my barista at Starbucks today complimented my glitter under my eye, and I thought that was the cutest thing. So there's 2 from this one. This is Noble, and I'm just going to try to shove things over there, and I'll put them away later. This palette is the Zodiac palette, and she looked like this. So this one to me looks very exciting. So maybe I'll swatch that one. That is Fearless. Ooh, and I just jammed my finger into it. Okay, so good. Fearless from the Zodiac palette by Dear Katie Brown. Ooh, this one's a little chunky compared to some of the other ones. Or maybe just the way I grabbed it. Like, look how freaking pretty. And they are still transferring on my fingers, like they're not coming off all the way. And then for a taste of something a little different, here's this pretty periwinkle and green guy, which is Oblivion. Microfine shimmer is super pretty. Do the same thing and just built that one up a little bit more so you can see. To me, it just looks like this really pretty iridescent purple and green situation there. So that one is the Zodiac palette of pressed glitter eyeshadows by Dear Katie Brown. And then I'm gonna, you know, I'm really just gonna wipe these on my pants because they're black, and if I have more glitter on more parts of my body or clothing, that doesn't bother me. They're still not off though, so we'll see if I should use some makeup remover on that. And then this last one is Basic Gangster, and she looks like that. And I'll swatch this one here, which is Tracy. Snap. Oh my gosh! What the crap balls? These are so pretty. This has red and that magenta in it. So nice. And then again, for a comparison of something a little bit more toned down, I'll go for this one, which is Kristen. And that one is, I think it's got like a muted blue, some greeny gold. Well, I'll take that. Look how freaking shiny. Super shiny. Yeah. Alright, so those are more from Dear Katie Brown. So far, I've been super happy wearing these. The other night, I actually slept in my makeup, and I had some Dear Katie Brown glitter on my lid that I had used the NYX glitter glue. Didn't budge. It was still on my eye the next morning when I went to take it off. So the other, I did buy, like I said, a few more single shadows as well, and they're in this palette with the other single eyeshadow. So these three, and then maybe this one is new or this one is new. I forget. Maybe it's just these four. But they're very pretty, and I'm really happy with them, and I am at least wearing the glitters every day instead of just having them and swatching them and thinking they look beautiful but not using them. I'm trying to really put on makeup more often and use, like, look how, they're so pretty. I don't want to wash them off, but yeah, again, these are $5 if you buy them individually, and then the palettes were on sale for $33 a piece instead of $50, which also is a discount from buying them individually, because you get, it would be $60 if you bought 12 for $5 because math. So there's that. I also, the other things I have, which you know from the title, I've got some things from Nordstrom Rack, I've got some things from Ulta, and I've got some things from Sephora. So what I'm going to start with is the things that I ordered from the beauty section on Nordstrom Rack, and I got the idea for that from watching a video by Porcelain, who I went to find some videos on Jeffree Star products. She's a cruelty-free, maybe vegan channel. I think she's definitely cruelty-free. And it seems like she has a boyfriend who has dark skin. Compared to her own, she's quite fair. And so yeah, when she does swatches, it looks like she often does swatches on her skin, but also on a deeper skin tone, which is nice. I can't do that. I don't have the opportunity to just borrow other people, so you can only see the swatches on my skin, sorry. I bought 2 candles from them. I'm not going to open it because it's not super exciting for you to see what smells I picked out probably, but I got a couple of candles. This one has tobacco flower, pink pepper, and smoky amber, and I hope it smells really delicious, but I'm not sure. In terms of makeup, let me grab a few of the things from this box, and then I think there's another box from Nordstrom, but we'll see. I got a couple of the glitter and glows by Stila. One of them, I think this one's the highlighter, and I also do believe I got just a regular glitter and glow. I have a little collection of them over here. And this one is in the color Monarch, which is pinky, shifty excitement. And she goes on like that. So this one is not supposed to be a lid topper. This is supposed to be more of a highlighter that you can put on your cheekbones, inner corner. It's a little gritty, but it looks like you can definitely sheer it out without obvious edges or lines of demarcation, which is cool that it sheers out so much. so I'll stash that. I also bought another Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter. I've got a couple of these. I've got the itty bitty one in Silver Lake, I've got Kitten, and I've got Incandescence or Transcendence or whatever. This one's Luminescence. It's the light pinky one that I've got. And this one, I love the formula so much that I was hoping I could get another one that I would really like. And these were on sale again for like 10-ish bucks instead of the normal 32 or so that these cost. And this is just such a super soft formula. This one's also a highlighter. And I'll put that right there. So this one I'll probably use as more of a blush topper, or mix it with some of the other ones. But I really like this formula. It's super soft. Whereas this one in Monarch had more of the grittiness from the actual glitters. This is just super, super smooth and feels really nice. And I find them really easy to apply, and I love the way they look on my skin. I got this Laura Geller Baked Mediterranean Bronzer, and I thought the finish in the pan, I remember when this came out and I thought it was so gorgeous, and I've been more into bronzers lately, and this was also on sale for around $10. And I think this packaging is just super beautiful, so I wanted to, there's my outside, I wanted to try it out because look at that. It's so pretty, and it's just, it doesn't smell like anything like the butter bronzer that I recently, I think, showed you I hit pan on. This is Matte Desert Sands, and I just thought that was really gorgeous and worth a shot. And I hope that the color won't be too dark or too pinky or too whatever, but I just thought that was so pretty, and I had remembered wanting it when it first came out. So I just think that's a really pretty way to press your pans. And then I also got this Ofra Blush Terracotta Blush Stripes. And I like Ofra. I've been purchasing their liquid lipsticks for a long time, and I haven't tried any of their blushes, but I also love their highlighters. This one is in Terracotta Sands. Again, it was right around $10, and it's a pretty big pan size. It's 10 grams of product, and so I'll just swirl a brush in there and apply it for blush. So I'll wipe my hand on my pants again and try to show you what it will look like swatched out as a blush. A little bit powdery, but the color is very pretty, and I do tend to wear some darker blush colors, and I think they look really nice. So that color to me is very pretty, and if I wanted to go lighter, I could maybe mix just these two in the middle. But yeah, that's not too terracotta for me. That seems even a little bit corally, but I'm really excited to have this. Maybe it was even closer to $8, I forget. Let me look and see if I have any other boxes from Nordstrom, because like I said, I think I also did get a green, maybe the color was Admiral. I got a green tinted Glitter and Glow as well. And if I can't find it, I'm sure I'll show it some other time, and you probably won't mind, but I did think the shipping was pretty quick. I bought a couple of pairs of shoes from Nordstrom Rack as well. They both fit perfectly. I bought one pair that I knew the brand already, so I knew which size to purchase, and then the other one was just well rated and it looked like what I wanted, so I bought a pair of shoes to wear to my little sister's wedding, and they fit really well. So let's go to Colourpop next, because that's the next box that I have that's already kind of open. And yeah, let's look and see what's in here. So I made this purchase, I think I used a 20% off coupon. Yeah, it was a 20% off coupon when they hit 7 million subscribers on Instagram or something like that. So here's just my inventory stuff. Alright, so I bought, I need to figure out where to put all of this packaging before I recycle it. So this is Spellbound. It's a super shock cheek product. I'll grab these out and then I'll hopefully swatch them for you. So let me set them all out in front of me. I think I bought a couple of eyeliners. I may have gotten some, I definitely got some of the Kathleen Lights pigments. I got some glitters, and I also got a highlighting cheek duo, which I think has a blush and a highlighter. So let me throw this box to the side. I sort of had the thought that maybe I also bought an eyeliner. like a liquid eyeliner or a, no, it looks like these are all cream gel liners as opposed to liquid eyeliners. So throwing that down there. Let's see what we can swatch. So first was that highlighter. This is the Super Shock Cheek in Spellbound. And I promise I'll recycle all of this stuff. But this one, if you've never played with the Super Shock Cheek formula, they're really nice. They apply well with your finger or with a sort of a stiff brush. Like I usually use duo fiber brushes with them, but they're very creamy. This one has like a lavender shift to it. You can see there. And they just go on. It's kind of frosty, but it's nice because it doesn't have a strong undertone to it, so it'll just catch in the light. And I have not had a problem with my Super Shock products drying out. I have several highlighters from them. I've got several blushes. They've all stood up for me pretty well since I started purchasing from Colourpop when they first launched with just lippy sticks and Super Shock eyeshadows. So these are, I believe these are about $8, and the Super Shock shadow singles are $5. But like I said, I got all this on sale. I also wanted to try out the Jelly Much shadow formula, which is pretty new. I saw Angelica using these on her channel, and I wanted to try them as well. So I did. So this one is in Wide Awake. And this is just supposed to be like a jelly formula instead of a cream formula. Ooh, it's like putty. So let's, ooh, it's more, ooh, oh. Okay, it's more creamy than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to feel more like a gel, but it kind of feels like a cream. But I think that's really beautiful. I'm actually satisfied with how this feels. It feels really nice. And this is just the stopper, and here's what it looks like in the jar. See, it looks like it's more jelly, but it feels more like a cream. And I'm really looking forward to using those on my eyes. I think I got a green, this yellow, and maybe an orange. So let's see how well I remember what I actually picked out. This one is called Morning Light, and I'm hoping this is the orange. Looks like she is. Same thing with the stopper. Yeah, see, you can tell with this one it's more moussey than jelly. Alright. This one is Morning Light. Swatching with your pinky is a bad idea. Hopefully, ooh, and this one seems to have a bit of a pinky shift to it. The yellow one might have a pinky shift as well. So there's the weirdest swatch. It looks quite sheer over here, right? But very shiny. And again, I'm really excited to play with that. I always love trying new formulas, new colors, or the same color in a different formula, mixing things together. And again, when I was watching Angelica and Jessica's video, she showed how she likes to use these. This one is Into Focus, and hopefully this will be okay. I guess I did not get a green. Did I get the same one twice? This is Morning Light. This is Morning Light. Oh, it looks like they put the wrong color in this box because the sticker says Into Focus and the shadow itself is Morning Light. They're identical, so I'll figure that out later. I think I did order a green, but I'll just set that aside and see if customer service will help me out a little bit. Moving on though, I got 3 of the Kathleen Lights and Colourpop shadow pigments, the Zodiac collection. I got the Fish, the Maiden, and the Scorpion. So Pisces, Virgo for the Maiden, and Scorpio for the Scorpion. And these, I've never tried their loose press pigments, and I don't really have loose press pigments. I do that every time. I've never tried loose pigments before. And I think apparently Colourpop used to have some, the formula sucked. Now these are new ones, so there's a stopper, but once you take it out, there's nothing really holding you back. So this one is, ooh, it's kind of hard to pick it up on your finger for me to swatch. That looks super sheer. Can you see how sheer it looks? Ooh, it's very glittery still. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a sheepy brush. This is a Wet n Wild, whatever. And I'm going to get the brush a little wet and then dip it into the pigment, which has now actually got pigment on it. And then I'll try to apply that instead in a little area here. Again, this one is the fish. So there's that. You can see the difference here. It's dry. She said if you're using it dry, you should pat it over a glitter glue. And if you use it wet, you could just apply it with a brush and they'll look more foiled. So I'm going to replace the stopper so I don't knock that down. But these are huge. Like that's a large amount of pigment. So the fish, I'm going to do the same on the other two for the maiden and the scorpion. Just throwing these down so I can grab them out later. Okay, so the maiden was supposed to be super sparkly, and obviously that appealed to me, so I'm gonna wet that again. It's probably not how you do it, but it can be how I do it. Get some on the brush, and we'll put it on right there. There's that little guy. And there's still glitter all over me from before. Alright, and then the last one is the scorpion, which of course I got because I am a Scorpio. And I thought the color was pretty. It's this dark purpley color. And we'll do the same thing. I'll get the brush a little wet, dunk it in there, and see what it looks like. I'm hoping that I can figure out how to use these. Ooh. Do we like that? I think I like that. But what I want to see is if I do one eye with no pressed pigments, like just using no pigments but using pressed powders instead, see if the difference is really discernible and whether it's worth it to have jars like this, because the other things I've gotten jars are just straight up glitters. So I don't know, I'd like to see that. But I am happy with those three colors on their own. I'm not sure how I'll find applying them in the context of a full eye look. So we'll close that off and set it to the side. I picked out 4 of the cream gel liners, and I've got, hopefully the color will be on the boxes. This is Teaspoon. Oh, this is a green one. Here's Teaspoon. We'll go right there. Very creamy. I'm not pushing hard to get that pigment to come out. We've got Exit, which might be black. Oh no, it's white. I was gonna say, I remember this being like a primary. There's Exit. This would be for my waterline. There's Exit. Here is Punch, which would better be orangey or pinky. I guess you could have Great Punch. Oh, it's yellow. And there's Punch. And oh my gosh, I'm not functioning well. I drank a dirty chai today, which is a chai tea latte with a shot of espresso. And I think I'm a little... This one is called Piggy Bank, and this one's purple. And I just snapped the top off, so be careful with those. There's still plenty in there, and it's retractable, so if you take it out and put it back in, you can still live your life just fine. I've heard these go well in the waterline, so fingers crossed that they do. So the scorpion, the maiden, the fish, scorpion, maiden, fish, Teaspoon, Exit, Punch, Piggy Bank, whatever that Super Shock highlighter was, and then these are the 2 Jelly Much shadows from Colourpop. The last thing from Colourpop here is this Clockwork Highlighting Cheek Duo, and this is in the colors Tick and Talk. I like this. This is like a beetle underneath the clockwork, so that's cool. The packaging doesn't cover the inside as well. It's just some nice clean white packaging for Colourpop. And inside, two very pretty blush colors, huge pans, blush, highlighter, or blush topper. Let's get the, oh wow, that blush powder feels super, super soft, really nice. All right, let's see where I can show this to you. How about here? So here's, Tick is the blush and Talk is the highlighter. So here's Tick and Talk. Yeah, so that highlighter seems darker, but it might be nice to put these on together. Oh, and it does catch the light nicely. Sorry, this is very awkward. So Tick, Talk. You want to see them swirled together? I do. We'll go into Tick, then Talk, then Tick, then Talk. And maybe I'll just put it right there. So that would be a nice highlighty blush. It's right here on my hand. Yeah, be a nice glow. So those are all the products from Colourpop that I got, and I will have to do something about that duplicate super whatever the heck I got that they gave me two of. Oh, the Jelly Mud Shadow. Okay, next box that's open is an Ulta box. And then we'll have a couple from Sephora to wrap us out. Alright, so here's the first Ulta box. It's really heavy, and I think it's heavy because I have some face products in here. So I bought two new micellar cleansing waters. The one I'm using right now is the non-waterproof one. These are from Garnier. And this one is not a waterproof cleanser. The one with the blue cap is. And I got this from Nicole when I was home for the holidays around the end of the year. And I like it, but I like these better. And I do almost always wear a waterproof eyeliner, or a waterproof mascara. So this is good, but these are better for me. So I go through these a lot. And I'm pretty sure they were on some kind of sale, like buy one, get one 40% off or something like that. Okay, I also got this Milani Make It Last setting spray. I've got several setting sprays out on my desk right now, which is a huge disaster, but this one is the Ofra Makeup Fixer. I showed you at the beginning that I got that Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And so here's another one for me to try. I really do love using setting sprays. They just feel nice and are very cooling. And this one says 16-hour wear, so hopefully it'll actually prolong the wear of my makeup as opposed to like this Mario Badescu just regular facial spray that's nice and refreshing but does absolutely nothing for prolonging the makeup wear. It just is refreshing. So then, oh, I'm excited for that. Okay, so other skin products, I got the Aveeno Positively Radiant Maxi Glow, sounds like Maxi Pad. Max Glow Infusion Drops for evening skin tone and texture with a dewy glow. So this is a treatment oil. And then I got the Clear Complexion Daily Moisturizer with salicylic acid. So that'll be good for acne. I do get a little bit of acne, especially around period times, but this is just a moisturizer, and these were both very highly rated and were on sale, so I'd like to try them. This is the moisturizer that I use right now. It's Dr. Carver's Post Shave Cream, and I got this from Dollar Shave Club, and I've gone through one of them. This is my second one, and when this runs out, I'd like to use this and try her out. See if she moisturizes me. It makes me damp in my skin. Okay. Then these two products go together. This is the Vamp Stamp and the Vamp Stamp ink. So this itself is the Vamp Stamp, and it's a stamping tool for making your winged eyeliner. And then this is the ink that goes with it. And I've heard you're supposed to actually use this ink because it's actually wet enough to work with the stamp. So these products are supposed to make putting on winged eyeliner easier. It's double-sided so that you can do right eye and left eye, I think. So yeah, I'll use that at some point and show you. I'm not gonna trial it out right now, even though I could. I would rather dedicate more time to it. And then the last things I got in this Ulta box are two highlighters from Physicians Formula. Excuse the plasticky sounds. I really wanted to try the Physicians Formula highlighters because I like the bronzer so well. So that's out of there. I got two colors. I got Iridescence and Pearl. So I will also swatch those with all of the space I've got on my arm. And in between this box, maybe I'll clean off my skin a little bit so we've got fresh swatching space for whatever else comes by. I was kind of suspecting actually that this formula might be similar to the Super Shock highlighters from Colourpop, and since I've still got that out, I could compare that. There's just all kinds of sticky stuff on here. I could compare that to that formula as well as the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter that I really like and see if they feel similar. But I've never touched these before. I've never tried them in store or anything, but the texture on it's pretty cool. And this one is in Pearl. Oh yeah, So very, very creamy. And we'll go, where are we gonna go? Like here, how about there? So that's really subtle and pretty. I wonder if I can get it to be vavoom-y. But it does feel very soft and more creamy. And so I would say it is pretty comparable to the Super Shock formula by Colourpop. These are more expensive though. These are more like $12, whereas the Colourpop ones are more like $8. So this was in Spellbound. This is the Colourpop one. The Colourpop one might feel a little bit more wet, but overall I would say very similar. So let's shift that down and then put this one below it. I would say these two feel very similar. I'm not sure if... Ooh, the Colourpop one is just a completely different tone, and I love the sparkle in that. So this one is Pearl, and it's probably a bit more toned down. But I also got Iridescence, which is supposed to have a more pinky shift, so maybe we'll check that against Spellbound. And then I will wipe off my arm and stop coating my skin in products. Oh, opening stuff is hard. It's a hard life. Okay, so here's Iridescence, and I'll go in for the pinky. Super soft. And I'll put that on a finger next to this one from Colourpop, so you can see the two of them together on these two. Okay. And the Colourpop one is here, and the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Incandescence is there. So I'll put on Incandescence, maybe like right, yeah, you'd be able to see the two of them together. The Incandescence has super micro-y shimmers, and you can see that, whereas the Colourpop has a larger particle, so it's a bit more shiny and being reflective, whereas the Incandescence is more glowy. You can kind of see the difference in how those catch the light. But the texture is very nice, and I'd like to try them for sure. I was supposed to smell them, wasn't I? It doesn't smell quite as good as the butter bronzer, but it does smell nice. And the Colourpop ones I don't think have any fragrance. I'm trying really hard to go pretty fast, and I'm already over half an hour. But I hope that you're having fun watching me open new stuff. And pretty soon I think I'll be out of this guy and I can move on to my waterproof ones. So TikTok are leaving. We'll get all this guy over here. And we'll see how well these, oh, looks like the eyeliners aren't waterproof. They're probably just, you know, smudge resistant. And that's good. I don't remember them marketing themselves as being waterproof. I would expect waterproof ones will come off, but not with this. Whew, now I'm damp. Alright, so here's my other Ulta box. Scooch everything just back and away. Ooh, this one's heavy too. I wonder what I got. I've been waiting to open these so I could open them with you and put them away. It's just papers and marketing crap and plastic. Alright. This is another skincare sort of chunk. These were on sale for buy one get one 40% off. So I got a foam cleanser from Soap & Glory, which again, it was rated well, and I wanted to try it. I got one other thing from Soap & Glory, I'm sure. This is the Righteous Butter with softening shea butter and aloe vera. And, oh, this is cute. It says, bored? Lost that rubbing feeling? Why not try the Righteous Butter? So this is a body butter, and it's got a partially naked lady on it, which I like. Let's see if it smells good. Survey says yes. So there's the cream inside. Yeah, there you go. See that? That smells really good. This is 10 ounces. So hopefully that'll last me a hot minute. After showering or bathing, smooth a generous handful of the Righteous Butter onto damp skin and massage lightly until it all sinks in. Okay, so then I got a Real Techniques brush kit. And this one, Sam and Nick Chapman, I think Chapman is their last name. They own the brand and they're on YouTube if you ever want to check them out. And that's their little picture on the back there. And I have a bunch of brushes from Real Techniques that are over yonder. And again, I think these were on sale, and I really like the quality of their brushes. They're all synthetic, I believe. And this one is supposed to be foundation, concealer, maybe sculpting, and spot concealing brushes. I also got from Real Techniques, same brand, these beauty sponges. These are the Miracle Complexion Sponge, which is, it's not a miracle, they're just good sponges. And they're my favorite besides the Beauty Blender brand beauty sponge. I got 2 e.l.f. brushes. These are also quite inexpensive. This is the small tapered brush and the highlighting brush. And I need to go through my brushes and reorganize them and everything, but not right now. Ooh, okay. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, which is primer and moisturizer, which I've wanted to try. And because I read a bunch of reviews, they said that it was less expensive to buy the small size than it would be to buy the full size in terms of price per ounce. So that is what I did, and I want to try it. And then lastly, they were having 5 or 7 or 10 times points on fragrance. And I love the smell of vanilla. My favorite perfume in the universe is the Absolute Vanilla by Atelier Cologne, which I tried when I was in New York City, and I love it. I didn't know that Sephora carried it. I went to the actual Atelier Cologne storefront in New York City. And so I wanted to try an alternative for that because it is so expensive. So I got this La Vanilla, Perfect Vanilla, Pure Madagascar Vanilla fragrance. Again, I'll smell it another time. You probably don't mind. Okie doke. So the last boxes I have are from Sephora. So let's see if today I can open my knife. I think my nails are just getting too long. So I'm going to hack it and use my tweezers to open my knife because I don't want to screw up my nails. It's about time for them to, you can see there's not too much on there, but it's just, they're not strong enough. Okie doke. So here's one box from Sephora. I just have 2 and then we'll be done and out of here and I can go take a break from my voice from blabbering. Oh, cool. So I just ordered, in this first box, I just ordered 2 things. Both of them are from Fenty Beauty. And I got, sorry for moving my backdrop a bunch. I got a couple samples, who gives a crap. This is, I almost just read this as pussy because it's fussy. And this is the Fenty Gloss Bomb. And this is in the pink shade. I have the original shade. And hopefully you can see through a little bit that I've used this a lot. I don't know if you can see that the bottle is transparent. I'm sure if I held up a light behind this, you'd be able to see that line there. I've used the crap out of this. I really love it. It smells and tastes great. And it's really beautiful. So I bought the same thing in the color Fussy. So if you're curious, I will show you swatches of the 2. If you're not curious, then just, take this opportunity to yawn. So here's the original in Fenty Glow, and here's Fussy, which I read as pussy almost every time. So here's the original Gloss Bomb. smells so good. And then here's Fussy. Same big fat wand. Same delicious smell. It's just gonna be in a pink tone. So there's the comparison. So I wanted that. These are $18. And then I also wanted to try the setting spray. I didn't actually purchase these with a coupon or discount code, but I did use Ebates to get a percentage back, and it was probably an 8% cash back. That's when I prefer to shop from Sephora. And I've been using Ebates since maybe like 2015, 2012. It's one of the two. I can't tell whether the number in my brain is a 2 or a 5. I don't know. Anyway, this is the finishing powder, and this is in lavender, which is kind of pinky toned. I'm wondering now if I should have maybe gotten butter, which is the next darker color, and it's butter, so it's more yellowy. But I've heard this powder is super soft. The packaging is freaking gorgina. And she's got a sifter at the top that has the FB for Fenty Beauty. There's a little plastic coming off. Ugh. Oh, I didn't like that. And here's some powder in the top, and it does feel extremely soft. I'm not going to really show you what it looks like because who cares, but it does feel soft, and hopefully it will set my makeup nicely. So there's that guy. And then I'm trying to remember what else I ordered from Sephora that's going to be in this last box. But because I can't remember, let's find out together. I'm just going to stab into this. Oh, I remember. I ordered the Expensive and Beautiful Safari palette by Natasha Denona. I also got the Milk Makeup Kush mascara because I've heard people saying really good things about that, and I wanted to try it. That's all that's in that box. So, okay. So I got this Kush mascara. I'm not going to open this. I'm not going to do anything with it for a while until I've cleared out the mascaras that are already open. But I wanted to try that, so that's there. The Natasha Denona Safari palette is all matte, and it's got warm colors and cool colors in it, and I swatched it at the Sephora in Disney Springs when I went to see my girlfriend Lellen, and I decided I really want to try it. So this is what it looks like. I think it is quite beautiful. For a long time I was like, not interested, super boring, even though people I really like on the internet said it was great. So I didn't really want it until I saw it in store and swatched it and looked at the colors together. I don't know if you're getting a really accurate representation of the shades, which I think was my issue seeing it online as opposed to in person, but let me turn on this light and see if it helps a little bit. Oh, I unplugged it. So never mind, I can't do that. But yeah, I think this looks a little bit more washed out as I'm looking on the camera than it does look in person. And none of these are super punchy. Well, maybe that Tribe color is punchy. But yeah, they look really beautiful. Her mattes are quite soft and pretty. And I wanted to pair this with some of my other palettes that have more shimmery and metallic colors in them. But yeah, to me, this looks good, and I'm excited to try it. I have been wearing my Natasha Denona shadows more recently, but I do tend to mix them in with other palettes as well, which I think is sort of part of the fun of makeup, is mixing and matching different things that you have and getting pumped about doing new color combinations and stuff. So that is, that's everything that I have to open right now. Come here, babies. Cammie just showed up, and I think it's about her supper time. So that's probably a good time for us to wrap up for right now. I would absolutely love to do my makeup with some of these new things that I just got. And if there's anything in particular you'd like to see, or anything that you want me to use from my existing collection, not anything that's brand new, let me know if you have any requests of anything you'd like to see. I do have a lot of makeup. I have things from mainstream brands and indie brands, and I love it all. I have a lot of fun with everything that's in my collection, and if you would like to see some of it, I would be very happy to share that with you, and it would just delight me if there were anything you wanted to see and you felt that you wanted to ask. So thanks so much for hanging out with me while I opened a bunch of boxes and threw stuff around and did some swatches on my arms. And yeah, thanks for just hanging out. If this is your first time, thanks for jumping in on me being consumeristic. And if this isn't your first time, thanks so much for coming back. I've been Alycia. This has been a lovely holiday, and I hope to see you next time I turn on the camera. Bye!